I've had a rapper stop and say he was scared I was gonna jump up on stage and beat him down. I was enjoying the show. I don't know what it's called, but I have it. A wild imagination? Yeah. Hey, you totalitarian baguettes, welcome back to EmKay. It's me, Jack, your favorite salty green chicken that makes weird descriptions of oneself. And today I'd like to share with you some true personal accounts of my life adventures. So just sit back, relax, avoid questioning the validity of all of these stories, otherwise I'll flat out deny it and then accuse you of being a racist bigot who deserves to be cancelled by all my followers. And enjoy. When I was in high school, we went to a military Air Force base. They let us climb in an F4 and the pilot would ask us how it feels sitting in a fighter jet. Then I started to flip switches. As he watched, he asked me, have I ever flown? I said no. Why? Because you just did everything right to get this jet off the ground. I said this is the first time I ever got into a jet. Okay, just one minor plot hole here, buddy. Why would a pilot let you play with the switches on their aircraft? Hey kid, play with that throttle anymore and you'll be turning on more than just this jet. Wait, what? Y'all can take smack out of me if you like. Okay. Oh, no. But I was expelled from 12 schools before I even finished grade 5. I did a year in a mental hospital, and I did get kicked out of a school on the first day of school. And my last violent outbreak, I broke my teacher's arm, and if that wasn't enough, literally took a mouthful out of her thigh. And I spent time in juvie, but I've been clean for 6 years, so shut the frick up, y'all. You know, I wasn't fully believing this, but after the 4th row of emojis, it really cemented the truth for me. I know karate. When I was a senior in high school, a lot of people were getting robbed after school by gang members. Finally, they tried it with me once. It was 2 guys. One had a gun. He said, "Give me your money, SA." And I said, "Are you sure this is a direction you want to go?" They started cussing. I then took the gun with one move, did a roundhouse kick to the other guy's face, knocking him down, and a drop kick to the first guy's nuts. I said, "You still want my money, SA?" One guy was crying. They both ran away. I didn't even realize a lot of kids were watching, and they all started clapping. My crush was there. She gave me a kiss on the cheek. She ended dating me, and the rest of the year, I was treated like a king. I'm in college now. We're getting married. Never underestimate the smaller guy. Oh, wait, this isn't my fanfic Word document. I saw my teacher kissing my crush teacher. Saddest day of my life. Sometimes life isn't fair. But I took revenge by kissing her daughter at the same place he kissed my crush teacher. Photo for relevancy as to how cool I think I am. Yeah, look at my dirty face and a gun. Also, that's definitely how well developed my face and jaw is and beard. Yep. This Christmas, I gave my 2nd grader kids a script to follow as they opened presents. They were supposed to say one of 3 things. How cool! Just what I needed! So thoughtful! This was to prevent them being overly honest about receiving unwanted gifts or toys which were way too young for them. What I did not anticipate was the hilarity that would come when my senile 90-year-old grandfather labeled gifts wrongly, and my 2nd graders began reacting with their script to things like coffee pots, men's multivitamins, small bottles of whiskey, razors, negligee, nose hair trimmers. Yes, I, a teacher, and openly admitting that I gave students, young underage children, alcohol. I wrote a paper, got an A, then forgot about it. Later, a teacher congratulated me for getting my work published in a magazine. I was so confused, but then I realized what was happening, and my blood ran cold. My paper had indeed gotten published in a magazine under my teacher's name. She straight up stole my work and got paid for it. I wanted to punch her in the face. But the school's humiliating punishment was better than any revenge I could have asked for. The school forced her to do some original writing in the form of an apology letter, and they were so proud of this experience they made it sponsored. Okay, fascinating. Walks into purple crayon fair to be told, "Put a mask on by police unless I'm eating." Barber has a bowl of lollipops on the countertop. I slowly move towards the bowl of freedom while they check other people. "Yeah, mate, I'm eating, see?" Old Barber's store laughs uncontrollably. Two police realize masks don't stop the spread of anything as they breathe highly exaggerated sighs of peed-off air through their own masks. Hashtag loophole acquired. See, what scares me most about this is the fact he says, yeah mate, I'm eating. As in, yeah mate, as in Australian. As in, he is an Australian. As in, oh no, this guy is in Australia. Please at least don't be in the state of Queensland. I may not be the best looking guy. I'm prematurely balding and I'm starting to get a little bit of a gut. But I know how to talk to women. I get more hot chicks than anyone you know. I know Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know him as a friend or anything. I know of him, so, I mean, are you competing against that? I was at a club and there was this smoking hot girl at the bar. And I guess her boyfriend had just left her. And she's crying, so, like a cat moving on its prey, I go up to her and say, do you believe in love at first sight? Or should I walk past you again? She definitely starts laughing right away. Then I say, well, here I am. What are your other two wishes for the genie? She is definitely laughing so hard. I know I'm in. I say, you do remember me? Oh, that's right. I've only met you in my dreams. Oh, it's so cringy! That was it. I bought her a drink. Within 10 minutes, we were making out. We were definitely doing that. We did the deed about an hour later, and I saw her a couple more times until she saw all the other women's phone numbers I had on napkins and pieces of paper in my drawer in my kitchen. I guess she thought we were exclusive. I think dishonesty and purposeful miscommunication is a positive personal trait. This is definitely pretty much a weekly thing for me. It's all a matter of knowing how to talk to women and being confident. I should teach a class. I once yelled at my class, cussing them out, insulting everyone on a personal level. And the teacher just stood there, shacking his head. Shacking? After I was done, he said he agreed with all my statements. That includes me calling 3 girls whores, 6 guys RRs, and 1 non-binary a freak of nature, and many more. Again, I don't understand how having people hate and despise you makes you feel better about yourself. What is your psyche doing there? Meanwhile, in what definitely sounds like an anti-vax mums group, I'm a lucky guy, raised long time ago by hippie parents, fully anti-vax, so my body is free from them. Never got vaxxed as a kid, and never did any vaccine as a grown-up. Thanks, Dad and Mum. When I had kids myself, their mum was okay with me to find the way to keep them free from vaccines. We found a doctor, anti-vax for himself and his kids, that asked us to buy the vaccines to be registered at chemistry and buy medical insurance as we bought them. Then we visited him, so it was registered as well, and he took the little labels on the boxes of vaccines to stick it on the vaccination certificate. He signed it. Then he told us our kids will never be vaccinated as the certificate shows it was done. We did agree, and he emptied the syringes in the sink and threw the empty syringes in a special can. We were so happy our kids never had any vaccines, but now they have the proof they had them, so never have any problem for school or anything else. Why yes, I don't understand the doctors and their practices and how this wouldn't actually make any sense or be possible. When you come out of Lush to a clapping audience because I spent so much money, queue early and get freezing cold like us, I'll take what I want. Like the woman in Lush said, I don't care if none of them outside don't get any. You've queued for 2 hours. Price before the 50% was knocked off. I judge this person for investing so much money into something like this, but then again, I've spent the exact same amount on an electric saxophone that won't arrive until March, so... It's noodles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me. For context, a video of a school fight scene. That happened to me when me and my brother was fighting because we both know karate, and I fell off a 4-story window because me and my brother was fighting over a girl. We were like Miguel and Robbie. My brother did a flying kick to my chest, then I broke my back and neck. I almost died. Luckily, I survived. Why is it that every time there's a BS fighting story, it always revolves around them knowing karate? Like, not Muay Thai, not ninjutsu, karate. Like, do they actually teach fighting in karate, or is it just how to make up BS stories? Okay, what you want is like a 3-act structure. You need to have the starting bit, the middle bit where there's a bit of a struggle, and then you resolve, alright? So make sure you start there. Don't rush to the resolution too quickly. You want to make it believable. So like, give the girlfriend that you're into, make sure she has a boyfriend already that, she leaves for you. That really works. I have misophonia, and my coworker thinks it's funny to eat very loud next to me. And today, I snapped, and I started violently screaming at him in front of a ton of customers. And I turn around like, oh, sorry you had to see that, guys. And this lady goes, No, baby, get his nasty butt. Just gonna leave out the part where you were fired or had to see HR for verbally abusing your coworker? Okay. Blurry was waving at a security officer. The guy looked at him and rolled his eyes. Didn't wave back. Blurry stopped waving and pointed right at him and yelled, "Yeah, well, you're ugly and not a policeman." We talked about it, but honestly, that was such a sick burn. Okay, was it? I once gave a random man some cash so he can buy his meds. Me knowing he was lying. I followed him. He went to buy smokes. I recorded it and showed it to him next time he asked. He got red and never asked anyone again. Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm skeptical. Been there. I explained, as a bedtime story, special relativity to my daughter when she was 2. She's 8 now and still talks about mass increase and time dilation. This stuff sticks. Story time. So today I was in Starbucks and gave my name as Hermione Granger. And then when they called my drink, a handsome boy was staring at me, and when I was about to ask him why he was staring at me, they called his drink under the name Draco Malfoy. And then he walked by me and said, "Mudblood," and then gave me his number and winked, and the barista started crying and said, 10 points to Gryffindor and Slytherin, and gave us both free pastries. Why can't it actually happen? Boss, see you tomorrow. Me. Boss, tomorrow is Saturday. Well, when I was your age, I used to work 12 hours a day and 7 days a week, and that's why I am here where I am today. Oh, so see you tomorrow or see you Monday? Well, when I will be your age, I want to share happier stories with my team members, so see you on Monday, boss. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. When I was a kid, I sharpened my canine teeth with coins. Fortunately, I didn't do the same again when my adult teeth grew in, but at the time, it was honestly wicked. I bit this one chick who pulled my hair, and she had to lie to the nurse about her bleeding arm. Yeah, I'm sure the little girl was too afraid to point out that you bit her after she pulled your hair for a little bit. Like, your action was the more severe injury. Well, little girl, you did get shot 3 times in the chest, but you did spit on their face, so, you get what you deserve. Hello, the girl in front of me is watching TikToks on the plane, and one of my TikToks popped up on her For You page, and she liked it. Wait till she finds out I'm right behind her. Lamau. So, I got my whole class to drink water. I was by my casual Zoom meeting. We had just started, and my teacher asked me to say why I was so concerned about everyone's hydration. I gave a long 20-minute improvised speech about how they need to drink water. Needless to say, everyone drank 8 casual-sized glasses of water that day. How do you know? Oh, I was looking through all their windows at night and checking, making sure they had to drink. I made sure they had to drink. Best part of my day was transitioning to my afternoon class. Apparently, the kids coordinated an awesome welcoming for me. Oh, I walked in and they all got out of their seats, bowed, and started saying, "All hail the Queen!" To which I replied, "Back to your seats, peasants!" And they all burst out laughing. Oh, I seriously love my kids so much. So how can you tell when a teacher's losing their sanity in their job? I got Cyberpunk to run on my Wii. I don't know how, but I did it. It looks horrible, but I mean, there is always a downside to running new games on really old consoles. No, I cannot provide proof because it melted the outer casing of the Wii, meaning it no longer works. Wow, how convenient! Oh god, that must have been fun while it lasted. Oh, it was really fun. I had a second Wii, and the one I used to test the game had a broken fan, and I didn't want to search the internet to find a fan, so it overheated pretty fast, and I don't know what else had broke, but it didn't warn me that it was overheating and just powered off, mostly because it had melted, and also partly because when the fan had broke, it smashed something inside. Wow, you're just doubling down on it, aren't you? Oh, hi-oh, look, it's time for some fanarty. Today's work is by Depresso Espresso 9. I like that. Some finished artwork, hope we like it, and I do. Oh, the foot. I'm sorry, I love that the foot is going out of its way to do an EmKay symbol as well. A bit horrifying to see the dog having opposable thumbs like that, but adorable nonetheless. Thanks for the beautiful work, Depresso Espresso. Sorry, I still love the name. Depresso Espresso. Remember, if you'd like to see your own fan art in a future video, be sure to post it in the EmKay subreddit so we can grab it and put it on the video, the thing that you want to do. Now, you've made it to the end of today's video. Well done, you. You've achieved it. You've successfully procrastinated in an entertaining way. So why don't you like this video to show your appreciation for time well wasted? And hey, click that red button if you haven't already. Get rid of the redness. Ugh, redness is yucky. You don't want it red. And if you want, you can always turn it back back to red if you're a dum-dum. Leave some comments below for me to laugh at and aggressively reply to. For now though, my name has been Jack. You've been a lovely person to ramble at today as always. Love your face, love your laughter. I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!